Game resumed.
Hello again, everyone. Cepheus here, giving you another Starbow cast, and with me today again, I have Soa. How you doing, man?
Hello, hello. Everything okay? Just wanted to see impressive game from Franscar and our dear Byleth.
Yes, this will be Franscar, the Red Terran versus Byleth, the Green Zerg. I'm gonna do quick intros today, and they are both rank A on the Starbow ladder, and they're both really high up too. Byleth number 1 and Franscar's like number 4 or something.
Yeah, and he won the ladder cup, so I think that's even better than being first one.
Indeed, Franscar actually beat the Red Bandit in the Starbow Ladder Cup finals. Byleth unfortunately wasn't a part of the Starbow Ladder Cups because he didn't start playing until after the qualifiers had finished. But he will probably come back strong in the next season, which we are preparing for as we speak, actually. Almost as we speak. And you're a big part of that preparation.
Yep.
Oh.
So it's a normal open right now. Fast cut for Byleth.
Yes, Franscar going for the... yeah, nothing... Franscar going for stuff, Byleth doing things. These are very, very usual. I'm very pleased to see that Byleth will do a 13 hatchery, which is very common. 12 or 13 hatchery is very common versus Terran. If you do a 10 pull, you're pretty much just throwing away money. Unless your opponent goes for like a CC first or something. So... oh, so again.
I'd like to see some cheese someday.
It's very hard for a Zerg player to cheese Terran early on. What I have seen...
Yeah, that's right.
What I have seen though is like... because you have some... ooh, we're gonna get that drone, that's nice. But you have... I have seen some like 3-hatch tons of Zerglings because they know their opponent is gonna be very greedy and expand quite early and then try and shut down the natural after it's been put up. Like there's a timing where you have very few bio units as a Terran player.
An after wall or whatsoever, so
yeah.
that might hurt a lot. But Franca has a scout right there, maybe waiting for any kind of cheesy thing, as you said.
He does, and he's gonna see the things happening. And Franscar, although, is actually not gonna go for I can't talk. He's not gonna go for any fast expand. He's actually gonna go for some sort of mech play, it seems, or maybe some sort of early Banshee.
I think he will get maybe some vultures.
Perhaps. What's very interesting to note, though, which I haven't really thought about, is that Franscar is playing Terran, and Terran isn't his race at all. His main race is Zerg, and he plays Protoss versus Zerg, but I haven't seen him play much Terran usually. But Franscar is a part of the game development team, and everyone on the game development team try to play as many different races as possible to see the game from different points of view and what the game needs, so I'm glad to see him play different races.
That's some water for you.
I appreciate the water sound, and here we go. We're gonna... oh, but no, that's his own worker. Never mind, that was false alarm. But we're gonna have a very technical build from Franscar. He's gonna get Banshees and
that's
Vultures.
1-1-1. Split 1-1-1.
Guess it is the Starbow 1-1-1. He can't make Marauders though, but he doesn't really need to, I guess. But here comes a Vulture. He's gonna kite Zerglings forever, shooting from his butt. It's gonna be glorious.
Yeah, those are no more grenades. They are direct missiles from the butt.
It is.
Maybe they're butt bugs.
You know, just saying the phrase "missiles from the butt," it's just something so interesting about that.
Well,
yeah.
we already got like sacrificial sisters. We're right now just got the missile from the butt.
And we have butt plug-in builds, so we're already kind of going down the juvenile aisle here in Starbow. So, sorry about that for anyone watching that has tender feelings. He's actually gonna get mines first, which is very interesting. You usually want to get speed first versus Zerg, because then you can kite Hydras and Zerglings a lot easier. Mines doesn't do that much versus Zerg. You can just send one Zergling over a minefield and soak up a lot of mines. But he's not...
But he got from some not control, just know when those bases are taken, know when he's trying to move out. Really helps.
That is a good point. Byleth, though, is going to go for a really quick Spire, which is very effective versus this build. Byleth, I think, has played one too many games versus Osiris, who likes to do things like Franscar is doing right now, and he knows that the quick Spire is definitely the way to defend and fight against anything that Osiris will throw at you. Oh, no. Spider-Mind changes his mind.
Is he going to drop that? in the base. That is gonna be great.
Whoa!
That's gonna be glorious. And counter from Byleth, maybe just to scout because
Probably.
he's gonna eat. Maybe
Oh!
he's gonna eat that mine. Nope, he's gonna
Yes.
attack.
Actually gonna kill a vulture. You know what? I was wrong. Franscar is gonna get the Viking speed upgrade and a lot of Vikings instead of Banshees. And
Have
when
you
it's
seen that queen blow up?
I didn't see, but I did see right after the queen had blown up. I saw the carcass of the queen, which is hard to say. Oh, mine's killing so many.
That was really good placed mines. They were placed really nice to have them explode for every building, which helped really good. And now he's gonna take a ton of drones. I think I know why Pilot didn't pass me this game.
No. Yeah, but this is not the game. This is from Franscar. Well, we shouldn't say who we got the games from because it's kind of giving it away a little bit. Like you'd never send a game where you lose. But yeah, but I haven't seen the game though. It might be the case. Maybe Franscar is that kind of a guy, but I don't know.
Well,
Oh,
just going to
What
get
is that spider mine doing? The spider mines derp so much, and it's so much fun to see that they derp because that reminds me so much of Bird War.
Good remembers. Good memories.
Oh, do not skirt into command center.
Why
Okay,
did that
good. That would have been
was-
horrible. That's like 400 damage versus a building that has 1,500 damage. That's just such a waste of gas. But he's gonna try and kill some. Oh wow, really nice. Man, you can micro Vikings. Cool. Look at that Vico microing. I can't talk.
Psychomantic.
the Vico. Yeah, that's so good.
I must say that the mind dragon right now is really nice to see.
I love it. I agree
Yeah.
completely. Man, Franscar with incredible Viking build. I've never seen this before. I have heard some people complain that Vikings are too strong, and I think he might just try and abuse this fact and see if they actually are. And if you think a unit is too strong, I would suggest to you that you switch to that race and you play with that unit until you're either convinced that it's too strong or not too strong. That's the best way to check it, and not start making wine threads in Starbow mod unless you've done a lot of testing.
That's it, man. So
I'm just
but you're right, nonetheless.
okay. That was kind of a mean way to put it, probably. But I like what Franscar is doing. A lot of people have been saying that the Viking, and Franscar is not one of those people because he doesn't even play Terran. But a lot of people's been saying that the Viking is too strong at the moment, and he's just gonna test it, and that's what you should do.
I'm not really sure of those Vikings. Is maybe he should use 1 or 2 to scout the map and bring some overloads down. But well, there's a military, so maybe it's not such a good idea.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit risky. Oh, is he gonna get another queen with those mines? He is. Bam! Oh, got 11 hit points left.
Yeah.
Actually,
But the new mines that wouldn't help.
yeah, the new ones that will help because, well, on the one hand they will do more damage, but they will kill each other because of the splash.
Yeah, it will be just 1 impact.
Yes, but if he had spread them out more and forced the queen to move into several mines that way, they would have helped. But the fact that he managed to sneak in more vultures at this point is quite impressive, to be honest. Byleth is okay. He's finally getting his third best. This has been a very low eco game. Is he continuing?
Low eco. We should say low eco is for Byleth, but Franscar has a really nice economy right now. It's on almost 1k, while Byleth was a long time in 500. So that's why he could get such a big army while Byleth was struggling with just Hydras.
True. I'm interested to see that Franscar has stopped making Vikings, so he's staying at a number he feels comfortable with. Oh, and he's gonna lose a Viking there, actually. But he's gonna get some nice shots off. Oh, what? He lost another Viking somehow? How did that happen?
I think they had some burn with the scourges. I'm not sure if there's such an ability from the
That
scourges.
was really weird. I have been informed that the Scourges still do splash damage. I thought our intention was to remove that, but I'm gonna have to check with Cabell if that was actually the intention or not, because we did change the model because it looked like a flying baneling and people got them confused. But I thought we were gonna remove the splash too because it just felt a little bit
Byleth
weird.
has catch up with economy with that third, so now he's back into the game.
What? Franscar really needs to siege up. He's gonna catch him on. Okay, now he sees what's coming and he's gonna siege up, but it's a little bit too late. He's gonna lose the siege tank, but probably not too much more. He's got a lot of mech there. Another siege tank goes down.
That turret was a really good idea. Couldn't get the mutas inside.
Oh, but
and hopefully we'll
he's
get that.
lost a lot of Vikings. He's lost every single Viking. So if actually, you know what? If Byleth, no, Byleth is making Hydralisk. If Byleth actually had just switched to Mutalisk right now, it would have been super strong because Franskar is just making siege tanks, and he almost doesn't have any Vikings left.
Maybe he's waiting for a meta switch. You never know.
Say again?
Maybe he's waiting for a meta switch, a better meta switch position.
Yeah, perhaps, but he already has the tech for it, so yeah. But yeah, because they're still making. Hang on, I can't see right now. Yeah, he's still. Oh, he's not making anything. He's still making. I can't talk. He's making units, so units. There, I
Make
saved.
units.
I
Make
saved it.
units now. Why not make units?
Thank you for saving my cast. uh, so we have. We got a lot of upgrades. Wow, I can just say something wise, please.
Should I, or should I just leave you, leave you be and derp around? Well, yeah, there's a lot of upgrades incoming. Franscar has already gotten a +1 attack on mech, and he's realized that there's a 4 for Byleth incoming with that little mine there. I'm not sure if he can get out to punish that, so that was a good call from Byleth.
That mine was unfortunately just placed a tad too much to the left, so it couldn't block it. Thank you for helping me out there. I don't know. I was just like my commentating was like, he's getting upgrades and producing units. It's very exciting. Like it's a good thing we have a commentator who can say these things because you can't see it yourself, right? So yeah.
Yeah, well, that's no point in StarCraft. Let's see, he's getting science vessel. It's kind of weird taking into account his Nook has no lurkers right now, and he's not even getting a lurker then.
I think it's well. First of all, science vessels just counter everything that Zerg can throw at you, and second of all, there's still the threat of mass mutalisks incoming, so it's a good thing to have. But the Viper nest is on the way, and yes, the hive nest has started. So I'm kind of curious to see what type of hive tech he will be focusing on. Ultralisks aren't really like Ultralisks are strong, but versus mech, if the opponent is good at placing out a lot of mines, Ultralisks soak up every single mine damage pretty much. So
well, that's a nice round by right now. That still the sprinkles are being done. I think he brought down like 3 or 4 drones and made them move out and force those primes, which is in any case a really good moment.
true, this gives him an opportunity to extend.
Adrenal glancing coming. Man, when I played Blue War, I just loved that upgrade. It was I would go straight to layer just to get adrenal glance and die in trying it. But anyway.
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, in Starbow, it only increases it by 20% instead of 50% that it was in Brood War. But it's still a very good upgrade to get.
Well, there's, as you told, the sand vessels would be really useful against those mutas, and that muta is going down. Bye bye.
Yeah, it is a dead muta. He was good at splitting them off, though. I really liked how he picked off every single SAV that was building a missile turret, so there was like 3 unfinished missile turrets.
But he couldn't take advantage of that, which is kind of unfortunate. Well, by the fighters incoming, I was calling the fighters, Vipers. Well, let's see how we can do with it. Do you think he would go for Clay or for more man? I can't remember the names.
Dark Swarm.
Yeah, there we go.
He's actually gonna get consumed, oddly enough. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he's definitely gonna go for. He's definitely gonna go for Dark Swarm, I think, because of the number of Hydralisks he has right now. And I really like this from Byleth. I think Hydra Dark Swarm is a much better composition than try to just go for a lot of Ultralisks versus Mech. It's a little bit more fragile, you have to be more careful, but you can get a lot of really good engagements that way. But yeah, here comes the tons and tons of Vultures.
Those are dying completely. He was too late with those points.
Yeah, he should have gotten more defenses up earlier.
Will he leave mines there to surprise or no? He's leaving.
I like how Franscar is keeping map control. I really would have liked to see him place a couple more mines out on the different expansions. Franscar's...
Yeah, he hasn't got so many vultures to do those mines. That's why. He just has like 10 vultures. No reactor on the factory. He should get a reactor on the factory.
Oh, is this a test map? No,
Yeah,
no,
maybe
no. He can make reactors. Never mind. No, it's not a test map.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. If you click the factory, the reactor is lit up so
Oh,
that you
okay.
can build it. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Because the mines
So,
have been kind of weak, so I was like, no, that's not.
so he's just not doing them because he knows it they're OP.
I guess he's just being really manner about this. He's gonna try and win without reactors, I guess. That's kind of odd. Especially considering he doesn't have the beefy mine. But the beefy mine isn't really that much of a buff as it is, and just a change in gameplay and game dynamics.
Well, this is fun. Byleth is gonna get that vulture down. Oh, now he sees the mine. Okay, that explains everything.
Sorry,
Now
I
he's
wasn't sure where you were looking.
right down. He's getting now 5th base.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
Franscar is moving out.
he is, and he's
And
got
he's
some Goliaths
completely
here
out of
now.
position.
It's gonna be very interesting to see how much damage this push can do. It's gonna be very important for Byleth to find the perfect engagement. Ooh, nice
Yeah,
irradiate.
Byleth knows where Franscar is, and he knows it's all spread out because he had some mutas there. And maybe he tried to engage the lower part, one in the upper part behind. But
Yeah, I
no
don't
way.
think Byleth should just go for this. Like, Byleth has all the time in the world to set up a perfect attack with complete surround, you know, Dark Storm everywhere. Okay, there we go. He's just gonna bulldog his way through the middle here, but he has so much Dark Storm potential that he actually could do this. But there's so many mines there, and they do so much
Yeah,
damage.
no, he's not microing really
Ooh,
well
Plagu!
right now. Those science vessels are, well, they're red. They're really red.
Oh, and the nerve jammer, everything coming down here. I think. See, the thing is, you know, siege tanks actually do some damage under Darkstorm now. But oh, if he can, no, he could have
No
maybe
way.
picked off a lot of the plagued units.
No way, there was like 4 times that right there, more times in the left.
Ooh, and
He has secured a base, which is really nice. And there's a lot of vultures incoming. I think I know why people are commentating about vultures. You only have 5 or 6 in your base and it's like crap. Hey, look at this defiler mount. What's wrong with it? It's got like a mineral part inside.
what?
This defiler mount.
That's how it
Like-
looks actually. It's really weird.
It is.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never done a defiler mount in my life.
It's kind of odd, to be honest. I agree. You just had to find some model and use it. Um, but actually, you do bring up an interesting point because all the vulture harass we see now has been like somewhere between 4 and 7 vultures, and Franscar hasn't built a single reactor this entire game. Imagine if he had reactors. He has so many minerals.
Guardians, la 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 la. Guardians.
Guardians? Are Guardians
Yeah,
coming?
There are guardians coming. And something
Oh, there
guardians.
they are. Sorry, I didn't see them in production tab for a second. There's
And
only.
some ultra. I think he's doing a bleeder build right now.
Oh, I would love for these Devourers to actually use their ability. Please? No? No.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah, yeah.
Why can't? No, that's not the ability. They have another ability.
Attack, yeah.
Yeah. Like, why don't anyone ever use that ability? It's so awesome. Like, that plus Plague should really be implemented into this game a lot more. Oh, I like the Dark Storm, though. A little bit late. There we go, there's the ability. He's gonna kill one siege tank with it, and he forces the unsiege. See, this is a great ability.
Is he like vomiting over?
Yeah,
It
he's.
comes from his belly. Maybe he just opens his belly like a samurai and just pews on his asset.
Did you say like a samurai?
Yeah.
The samurai have have a
Cutting his belly, not spewing acid.
I was like, the samurais have traditionally a vomiting attack in Japanese history. I'm like, I'm a little bit confused now.
In Tekken there is. So
Oh, of course, yes. Tekken is.
it's actually not vomiting, but just yeah, burping into someone's face, but it helps. So yeah, let's continue casting. Is he still going Guardians? That gets those tanks. And yeah, there's a ton of missile turrets. This is like seeing Axos is playing and throwing tons of missile turrets everywhere he went with those tanks.
Well,
Just
what?
to us- Yep.
What Byleth really could do now, though, sorry for cutting you off there, but what Byleth really can do now, though, is take advantage of this. Like, go attack Franscar's main base. There's only 3 siege tanks there and some mines. And if he brings, like, the Dark Swarm and all there, he should break it just fine. But he's gonna try and go for that. I don't see why Byleth is trying to attack this. He doesn't have to. Yes, he's gonna... Like, this is so pointless. It's like a broken pencil.
Broken pencils? What is pointed from broken pencils?
A broken pencil is pointless.
You can stab with it.
It still doesn't have a point since it's broken. Sorry, it's just my bad humor there kicking in. But yeah, so yeah, I like this was so sorry to be
Pointless,
BM.
like a pointless pencil.
Yeah, sorry to BMing Byleth there. Didn't mean to do that, but I just really disagree with that attack. Like he had no
Yeah.
pressure. Of course, he was about to lose his one base there, but I think that was just gonna go down anyway. And he could have instead built up his army so much and just try and go for the Franscar production or something else, and try to turn the game around that way. Ooh.
Vultures incoming to the upper base, and that's not maybe falling. It's such a useless feeling when you're attacking with a ton. Are you hitting your woman again?
She has this incredible habit of screaming very loudly if she drops something. And she usually drops something.
So when you're attacking with some vultures on a base, it's like on a hatchery or something like that. It's like they do so damage. They feel so
She was just
useless.
it was just her like embodying the feelings that Byleth had when he lost that base. Yes. Okay, so bases are being traded now. Byleth losing 2 bases. Franscar is gonna lose a base
Maybe.
as soon as this thing cools down. What did I just say?
Cooldown, cooldown.
yes.
He's not losing that base, no way.
Yes, it is. Come on,
No.
kill it.
No, activate.
It can't. It's on cooldown.
It's on cooldown? Ah, okay.
That's why he's
That
losing
explains
it.
everything.
Yes.
Not activate.
You owe me a bear. No, I'm just kidding. And no, actually, I don't drink beer. You owe me something else. We had a bet on this, right? So anyway,
When?
we got.
I may owe you a beer soon, but a pizza, but not.
I'm just kidding. Oh, spew before you die. Come on, vomit that samurai stuff. Good.
He's pissing everywhere. Look, it comes from its belly. It has no. Does he turn out his bowels?
Yes, he just turns up. It's like oh, stop attacking, Byleth. You pushed it back so nicely. You don't have to attack anymore. But actually, this is doing a lot of damage. This is actually doing so much damage.
Yeah. He's bringing everything up.
Man,
It's
those
really good.
devourers are like mommy birds trying to feed their children.
Well, I'm not sure if eating is the exact word for that, but anyway, it works.
It
But
does.
Those tanks are falling down so fast.
Wow, Byleth is just pushing and pushing. This is incredible. Like, if he keeps pushing, there might be like a baby popping out soon.
He doesn't know from this base, so that's really not really good. Like he could just attack and take so much money there. That's like the money base.
It is, but actually, like, it doesn't matter that much. If he can get on top of the production, more circling is coming from the other way. He's gonna surround these units. Franscar is gonna have to macro for the life of him. A lot of mines going off though, but it doesn't help. Byleth just broke Franscar completely. This is
An
incredible.
engagement. I mean, it's really difficult to attack such a dispersed force from tanks and such. But these are the most useful CVs from I've seen ever. They're like, let's go. No, there's no base there.
No.
Now they're talking. Oh, they did it. No.
Shh. They won't see us if we just stay completely still. It's like it's like if there's a big wasp flying around your head, you're like you don't want to knock at it because it might sting you. You're like, oh, if I just sit completely still, it might not do anything. But no, it didn't work.
I just blew up them. Like blow pretty hard. So it's just like there's so much resistance right here. Let's go. It helps.
I guess that kind of works. So, but in the meantime, Franscar actually kills a lot of drones who just has to fight for themselves, every drone for himself, and actually going to kill every single lurker. I mean, vulture.
Well, that's the drone of the hill.
Definitely. Okay, did he just consume an Ultralisk? So I just saw an Ultralisk die, and I couldn't see anything else. Can go spew more acid, Devours. Turn those bowels out, inside out.
Whoa, move those guardians, move them. They're dying. Ah, it feels so horrid. Yeah.
Okay, he splits them up. That's good, but he's gonna break this. Byleth
Yeah,
did
he's
it.
going inside.
Byleth won this game. How did he do that? That's incredible.
I think that last engagement, when you just said do not attack and he just do it, YOLO, really helped. That he did all the army. He just destroyed the whole army from Franscar that takes like a ton of time to produce.
I think that's the moral of this game, though. If you don't listen to Cepheus, you might just win. So yeah, that was an awesome game. I'm so glad I casted that. And you know what? I'm going to give a huge shout out to Franscar for sending us that game.